everyone, Anne-Marie Life Coach here. Hope you're all well. Just a quick video on anxiety actually. Over the past couple of weeks I've been seeing a lot of clients that are suffering from anxiety and confidence issues. I've talked about this before, what I feel it means. There are certain themes in your life, there are certain times in your life when your whole life will be thrown upside down. And there's generally a reason for it. When you are able to look back on a situation that happened in the past, you normally are able to find how it's changed and shaped you and transformed your life. At the time when you're going through it, then sometimes you just can't even imagine that the future might hold something even better for you, and you have to go through this whole letting go process to get to the other side of that. As you know, if you follow me, I experienced severe postnatal depression after the birth of my first son, and that was kind of cataclysmic for me. That's the right word. But also what was happening, I didn't realise it at the time because I didn't study astrology, was I was having something called a Saturn return, and it happened to me in my 30s. And it basically, what happens is it strips away anything that is not authentically you. So my whole life basically that I'd built up got stripped down, and eventually it gave me the opportunity and the space to get more centered, get more present with who I am, and find my own authenticity. So one of the things that I've started to do with clients to help them with their anxiety is, normally what's happening is they're having a mental battle with themselves. Their minds are not working for them, they're working against them. They've got two parts of their brain and they're just conflicting. It's a mental battle that they're having. You know, the knights have got the swords out and there's just a challenge going on. And that's generally because they're so up in their heads, for one. They're so out of alignment from their authenticity. And they have a whole list of should be doing something, shouldn't be here, should be feeling this, shouldn't be feeling that, I should be going to that thing, I should be doing this. And that then depletes their energy system, so their whole vitality, their whole energy, their aura just gets totally depleted, because as I've talked before in other videos, how the brain and the body are connected, and every thought produces a chemical, either a feel-good chemical or a feel-bad chemical. And when you're berating yourself and beating yourself up with this mental war that's going on in your head, then it's producing a cascade of feel-bad hormones. And they take a hell of a lot of energy, because they will increase your adrenaline, and then you will just want to rest, and you can't push yourself to do anything at all, so you almost feel paralyzed. So one of the ways that I'm starting to, a simple technique that you can do is, when you're having this mental abuse going on in your own mind that you should be doing this and you need to do that, and you're bad for not doing it, and you haven't got the energy, I just want you to put your hands on your heart center. I want you to place your feet on the floor. I want you to become more grounded. Easy, because you're up in the head. Well, easy thing to do, but the reason to do it, you're up in your head. You're trying to sort your emotional state out and your energy state out through the logical mind. You have to get in touch with your own energy. It's the only way it's going to work for you. So when you feel that sense of friction going on, put your 2 feet on the floor. Better if you can go outside, or if you've got any plants in the house or anything like that, stroking a pet, anything that makes you feel grounded. Just looking at a picture on Pinterest or something of nature, water, whatever works for you. Imagine yourself there, center yourself there, put your hands on your heart and ask, what is in my highest and best interest to do right now? And breathe and listen and wait for the answer. That won't necessarily come from here. It's going to come from your body, your heart, your gut, wherever you use your senses. So it's about bringing you back to the present moment. You might be surprised at the answers you hear. One client presumed that she was always going to hear a negative response, and you have to be open. You have to shift your mindset from this fixed mindset of, oh, it's always going to work like this for me, to opening up, getting into a state of balance and asking, well, what is possible for me? If your body says, right now, you just need to rest for an hour, go and rest for an hour. If your body says, actually, it's in your highest and best interest to go and do this thing, then listen and go and do that thing. Start becoming more centered in your body. We've all heard of, well, you might not have heard of the power of now, Eckhart Tolle. So it's all about being grounded, mindful, present. Mindfulness, meditation, all great, but you don't need to go to a class and do that for an hour and a half. Fantastic if you can, and a big advocate for it. But if you're in a high state of anxiety, you have to rely on your own inner resources. So try this technique. Let me know how you get on. Take care for now.